Hi everybody, I'm Angela with Angelic Awakenings. This is the Saggitarius September 2019 General Tarot Spread reading. The cards I use are from the fairy ring. Sorry, I had to look. I just drew a blank there. Normally what I do is I hold the cards up and I start going right into the reading. I have already prayed and meditated over these. In this case, I'm going to hold the cards up and just tell you what has come out. And then I'm going to go into a reading because I was receiving several different messages about several different situations. Good news is I have not come up, this is the first reading where it's not about a lot of financial loss, which is good. But it seems like y'all do have some other serious issues going on. But I do have some good news as well about a few other things. So first I'm just going to go ahead and hold the cards up just so you can see what came out. Here we have and I cannot pronounce these very well, Lianan She, and this is reversed, okay? We have Jenny Greenteeth reversed. We have the Fire Drake reversed. We have Befriend, or Befind, heck if I know. We have Grim in reverse. We have Garkener. He's been coming up quite a bit. The Oakman in reverse. The Leprechaun in reverse. We have the Fairy Heart. The Boogeyman in reverse, or Boogeyman, however you want to pronounce that. The White Lady. The Spriggan in reverse. Boabon Sith. We have the Selkie. Let me pull up the last card. Sticking. And Billy Winkler. One of the main things I was picking up is y'all are dealing with somebody that has addiction issues and mental health issues. Severe mental health issues, depression, and possibly personality disorders. And that's a lot of reasons too why some people do have addiction issues. I am picking up that if this person does not get help, there will be some serious health issues. In some cases, I do feel that death may occur. So if you're able to get through to these people, see if you can get them some help. So now I'm going to go in and kind of explain the cards. Another situation I was picking up on is that some of y'all are unsure about a job change. I see where there's a new one coming in and it's actually going to be very beneficial and make you very happy. So for any of y'all that are deciding whether or not you should take a job that was offered to you, you're tossing and turning and losing some sleep over it, I am seeing where it is a very good opportunity for you. So by all means, take that job. So first we're going to go with the Lianan She. This is reversed. This is telling me someone is living a fantasy life. But normally when I see this card, I receive messages of addiction issues. This person, or you, because this person could become your unwilling and sacrifice that you may not want to make. If this person decides to get help, of course they will have to make an unwilling sacrifice, and that's going to be to give up the drugs or the alcohol. However, you may be the one that decides that you can no longer tolerate this, and this person may be your unwilling sacrifice. So if this person is not willing to get help, you do need to cut them out. Because if they're unwilling to get help, there's something you can do to help them at this point. The next card out is the Fire Drake reverse. This is telling me frustration. So you're either frustrated with this person, unwillingness to act. And it could be this person is unwilling to act, going back and forth saying, yes, I'm going to go get treatment, I'm going to go get help, and they're not doing it, and inconsistent in their actions. And you could be as well. You could be giving them ultimatums, but then not following through. And trust me, those ultimatums are not going to work. They're just going to blow hot smoke up your skirt. The reason why I know that is because I am a recovering alcoholic, and I know the game. We will tell you whatever it is you want to hear to keep you happy in that moment. So just be mindful that the mind games and the ultimatums are not going to work. Next card out, we have Befriend. This is usually a life-changing experience. The reason why I'm picking up for some of y'all, this person with this disease could possibly pass, is because my very next card out is Grim reversed. So I just feel that for some of you that are dealing with someone with this addiction, that unfortunately may not be a good outcome. For some of you, this is you resisting change, whether it is leaving that person, cutting them off, or not enabling them anymore. But I don't feel very strongly about that. That's not the impressions I was receiving. Next card out is we have Garconer. This is telling me all about the person who has the addiction, about their instant gratification. They need that high. They need that gratification. They may even have some new relationships going on that you don't know about, and that's pretty typical of people with addictions. There usually are multiple sexual relationships. Next card out is we have the Oakman reversed. Again, fear of change, inability to adapt to changing circumstances. So you have a fear of change, whether it may be with this new job that I'm picking up on, and this person with an addiction definitely has a fear of change. Because that addiction, whether it's alcohol or drugs, has become their best friend, the only friend they can rely on and count on. So to give that up creates a lot of fear. So they too are experiencing fear of change for the ones that are trying to get help. Next out, we have the Leprechaun reversed. This is telling me about the career change. This is where I was picking it up. That some of you are going to have a new job. It's creating some fear, uncertainty. But you really need to give it some serious consideration. I think it would be very good for you. Next card out is we have the Fairy Heart. This is talking about there may be some beneficial changes that are coming. However, they may be difficult and unpleasant. So, for some of you, walking away from this person, it will bring beneficial changes. And of course, leaving will be difficult and unpleasant for you. For the few of these people that are going to get into recovery, of course, that will bring some beneficial changes. However, the beginning, it will be unpleasant for them. And for those of you that are looking at that job and who are going to take it, yes, it may be unpleasant at first. You have that learning curve, but it will bring beneficial changes. So that card kind of goes all the way around. The next card out is the Boogeyman reversed. This is what's telling me that this person that is dealing with this addiction, which for me is common sense, is suffering from deep depression, deep emotional disturbance, and deep emotional mental state and mental health problems. So that person really needs to get some help, but it's really up to them. And I'll kind of go into more about that here in a little bit, because I think some of y'all might need a little bit of advice on this situation. The next card out is the White Lady. This is telling me you really need to get out and visit a fun place. Take a break, rest. Get away from this problem, get away from this situation. Go by yourself. So, go have some fun away from the stress. For those of you that are conflicted about the job, it'll help give you clarity about the job. For those of you who are conflicted about how to deal with someone who is in an active addiction, it'll be good to take that break. For some of you who are dealing with the person now after they are trying to get sober, that can be rather difficult too, because they are coming emotionally unhinged, because for the first time in a very long time they're feeling some feelings, and my God, you don't know what to do with those things. I am almost 16 years sober, and I sometimes don't know what to do with those emotions and feelings. They still freak me out. Next card out, so we have the Spriggan reverse. If you don't deal with the issues of this active alcoholic or drug addict and living with them and getting out, these problems will grow out of proportion, and they'll get bigger. And for those of you who are living with the person who is refusing to get help, their problems are going to get worse, and they're just going to drag you right through that dirt and the pain right along with them. It's not going to be a pretty ride. So keep that in mind. Their issues will get a heck of a lot worse too. Next card out, we have the Saggitarius Sept, if I'm pronouncing that right. This is where I'm picking up on some bad health and illness for those who are refusing to get help, and even some that are going into recovery. There might be a little bit of health issues, which is kind of normal for most of us because we have distorted our bodies with those substances, but I do feel that many, those people are going to be okay. It might be an inconvenience and it might cause you some worry, but I do believe they're going to be okay. Next card out is the Selkie. This shows me that you do have the ability to adapt to any situation and environment. And so does this person you're dealing with. But both of you do need to learn a more balanced approach and fluidity and movement in your life. Okay? So not very bad at all. Next card out is Billy Winkler. This does show me where someone will be recuperating from an illness. That's why I do feel that some people suffering from this addiction are going to get sober, and what few that are getting sober, that are experiencing some minor health problems, they're going to be okay. And it's also showing there's some end of some troubles that are bothering you as well. So, for some of y'all there is going to be a good resolution. But kind of take a break, rest and relax, okay? One thing I want to go back and touch on, for those of you who are dealing with the person who is refusing to get help, like I said, you can't change them. You can threaten them, but they're just going to lie and manipulate you even more. They're not going to give up that best friend if they're not ready. And you're beating your head against the wall thinking that they will. If they're not ready, then you need to make a choice. Are you going to stay in the drama? Or are you going to walk away? And those are your lessons to learn and your choices to make. For those of you who are dealing with someone who is thinking about getting sober or who has started the process, don't expect a miracle out of them overnight. It takes a while for some of those behaviors to change, and they're going to be going through an emotional shock. Their body is physically going to be going through a shock. In reality, they're just learning how to live life because they haven't done that. So be patient and kind with them. I know you're probably fed up with them. I've already been patient and kind enough while they went through this addiction. Why do I have to continue to do it? There again, it's telling me for those of you who are dealing with someone who is getting sober, there will be rewards, and but it will be a little difficult. Just be patient and go get some help for yourself because they've done a number on you. And deal with it and learn to deal with your anger, your frustration, your rage, your resentment, and learn how to let that go, just as they have to learn to let go of many pains that were caused to them. I do offer free readings to anyone who needs them and free long-distance Reiki energy healing sessions. Just message me. The contact information is on my About page. If I get a chance at some point in time, I will put up my email on these videos. I just don't do it on my phone. I just want to rush and get it up, and I can't see the small little letters on my phone anyways on that keyboard. So I put them up on my phone, then I go back on the computer and readjust. I do ask, though, that for those of you who do have the financial means, if you can, just donate to the PayPal account. But there again, like I said, if someone really needs help, needs some guidance, and you don't have the money, please reach out and contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you. With that being said, take care. For the most part, this is a pretty positive reading. And good luck.